Hey, so how you been?
Good, good. I was going to do this inside the Vision Pro, like with the Vision Pro on, but
Mm-hmm.
the Zoom app inside Vision Pro doesn't record to Vision Pro. So it's kind of, and I
Oh,
couldn't,
interesting.
I know, right?
Interesting.
That was
Yeah,
real
yeah.
interesting. So how have you been?
Good, good.
All
Busy.
right, busy?
Yeah.
Thank you for accepting the invitation
Oh, of
to,
course.
I want to know a lot about InSpace, but within a little bit of time, but
We are so lucky to have such a great community right now. It's a small community because I don't think there are that many people who own the Apple Vision Pro right
right.
now,
Mm-hmm.
that are not, I guess there are a bunch of businesses that bought Vision Pros, I think,
Right.
we're given to believe. But so everybody who has one, even now, a year and a half later, they're all still like tech enthusiasts, early adopters. It's primarily professionals.
Right.
So I learn something every time I'm there, which is, pretty much every day, just because everybody is so into technology and talking about it. And it's really been great.
I'll be glad when they do get the price down a little bit so more
Yeah.
people can experience it because it's kind of hard to explain Vision Pro to people.
You can't.
They
Yeah.
wait, they shake their head, go, yeah, that sounds nice, but they don't understand the future of VR right
Yes,
now.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
So I got a couple of questions.
Okay.
And the first one is going to be, tell me a little bit about you. So tell them a little bit about you.
So I work from home in Maryland. It was just a really, really fortunate that I was not working at the time. My son was just going off to college. So it was really, really good timing for me to be able to have this job, and a tech enthusiast, early adopter, Apple fanboy as well. So, I have found my people here.
That's awesome. What inspired the creation of InSpace for Apple Vision Pro?
Charlie is the lead developer for InSpace, and he heard about the Vision Pro coming out, and then he heard about these personas, and he was so amazed with the idea of the personas that he wanted to create an app that would bring people together. And it's sort of like removing the screens from between us, even though it's not, because obviously we have screens between us. But it really does feel like, when you're sitting around talking to someone's persona, it feels like, you're seeing them face to face. You're not hiding behind your keyboard like in many other, social platforms. So he really looked at what Apple was putting together and thought, wow, here's a great opportunity to bring people together from all over the world. So
Awesome.
InSpace was available on launch day for the Vision Pro.
Really? Did not
Yep.
know that. Wow. Okay.
I didn't discover it until 2 weeks after launch day. So I had pre-ordered my Vision Pro. It is a beautiful and wonderful experience, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I discovered the InSpace app, I joined it, and then they asked me to come and join the team. So I've been with InSpace since April of 2024.
Awesome. How do features like spatial audio and real-time translations make social interaction more natural with InSpace?
Well, I think that, when we talk about AR, VR, XR generally, and you think about it's a visual experience that you're visually immersed in, but I think that you can't overlook spatial audio, because that really helps make you feel immersed. I mean, it's a huge part of the experience. So when you're sitting and you have somebody who's visually to your right and somebody who's visually to your left, and the sound is coming from the proper directions when they're talking, it really puts you there and makes you feel like you're in the room with other people. So I think that's huge. Like, you can hear people sneaking up behind you, or, it's very cool. Absolutely. I think that's very, very important.
And before I actually first got into InSpace, I was in there with, I think like 2 other people, but they was from like another country.
Yeah.
And that real-time translation made
fantastic.
a lot of difference.
Yes. Yes,
He's
because
so
I
much
only speak English.
right.
So, and it's wonderful that I'm able to have, really meaningful conversations with people who are speaking French and German and Arabic and, all over the world. So,
Right.
a lot of people who are speaking Mandarin and Japanese. Like, again, these are languages I don't speak. So,
Yeah, when I saw that, I think that blew my mind.
yeah, that's pretty magical.
So, how do you keep the experience engaging when someone joins from an iPhone instead of the Vision Pro?
There's a lot that InSpace has to offer. Like we can throw darts at each other, and we can, play chess together. And there are a lot of things that are very visual,
Okay.
but primarily what we're there, I think it's the people. So whether or not you're able to engage by posting a 360 photo and then allowing other people to immerse themselves in it, or, a spatial video, or creating some kind of 3D object and sharing it with other people. Those things you can still experience on the phone. You can still swipe around and hold your phone up and look around the inside of a 360 photo. You can still take that three-dimensional object and look at it on your phone, but it's a different experience than being immersed in it. Beyond that, what we're there to do is talk. We're there to meet each other and have discussions about, we've got the book club or the developer discussions, or, just general everyday, what are the Apple rumors today kinds of discussions.
Do you feel that people with the iPhone also have an Apple Vision Pro, or you ever ran across some point with the iPhone but don't even have an Apple Vision Pro, just join the group just because?
We've had a handful of people join who seem to only have the iPhone. Some of them have joined because they've been watching all the YouTube videos and reading all the Reddit posts and hearing about InSpace, and they're like, okay, one day I'm an aspiring Vision Pro owner, so I want to get involved in this. And then there are a few people who have a friend who said, you know what, I have this Vision Pro. I want you to meet these people and join this experience. So they'll join from their phone to be able to add to the conversation, be able to meet other people who are in this space.
Nice.
So, but for the most part, people do have the Vision Pro.
Your newest release with the darts and the statues, and then the 360 content.
So for the darts and the snowballs, these are things that a couple of the users had requested, a way to interact that was kind of fun. And so we just have snowball fights with each other sometimes.
Reviews has mentioned that it feels like making friends in a bar or even help people with social anxiety. Was that an intentional design choice, or how did they come up with making the space the way it looks and feels?
So I believe that Charlie and the development team really wanted to make it a cozy, comfortable place that we could meet. So, and then now we can all decorate our own rooms to show off a little bit of our own personality, our photos, the music that we like, types of things that we want to put on the shelf to show other people. I have heard from so many people. I know it's years later, but, since people started to go work from home during COVID, since COVID generally, a lot of people had social anxiety and didn't feel so comfortable getting back out there meeting people.
Right.
This is a really easy way that you can do that from your home. There are many people who have said that they are just not comfortable approaching people in person. So it's really given people an easy way to have, access that they have control over. If it gets overwhelming talking to people, you can always just take the headset off. It's not like you're stuck out at a party with a room full of people or something.
Right.
And I just think, we had our first meetup last summer when we were still on the Vision OS 2 personas. So we were very personas were pretty good, but they were not nearly as good as they are now.
Right.
And I met
oh my
people,
God, they are great.
right? I met people in New York City. Every one of them walked up to me and I knew just who they were from spending hours of time with them online in space and sometimes in FaceTime calls. And all the facial expressions and mannerisms and voices were exactly the same. So even with those lower resolution personas, it was incredible. And we, created some really, really strong friendships. This year, when we did our meetup, it was the largest one we've had in London just a couple weeks ago. And everybody looks exactly like their persona now.
Yeah.
it was really pretty magical.
What is the plans to scale in space?
Well,
What's the roadmap?
so we're all I think it's a tricky time for developers right now because you have this incredible technology here, but there aren't, again, that many people who have it in hand. Possibly there won't be until there's a cheaper, lighter version out there. These rumors say 2027 that might happen. It's a lot to learn a whole new way of programming to create an app for a very small audience. There's a lot of time and money invested into that. I think it's tricky for all the developers right now, and we're kind of beholden to whatever Apple's development plan is. And I do think that if some of these other platforms were to come out with, like, there was rumors about this Kodak avatar, and if other platforms come out with something like the Apple Vision Pro persona, that is something that the Inspace developers might consider developing so that they could join us.
Looking back, what have been your favorite and most rewarding moments in space so far?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I have made incredibly good and close friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Really and truly. And it's like 99% of the people that I have met in InSpace, and I've met like close to 1,500 people maybe, do not have a friend in the real world who has a Vision Pro. That's starting to change a little bit.
That's crazy to hear that.
Yeah, right? It's very interesting, this lone wolf early adopter kind of phenomenon. To me, I found it interesting. And so one of Apple's best features in the Vision Pro is the spatial personas. And right now, you can only experience these personas spatially in a FaceTime call. Third-party developers don't have access. So it's so incredible. You can't explain it to someone. We've recorded 2D videos, and it just does not do it justice. You can't experience that unless you meet other people who have the Vision Pro.
Right. So people right now,
yep.
I'm just letting y'all know,
mm-hmm.
That's a persona. That is not even her. She's in her Apple Vision Pro right now, and it looks better than my picture right now. Look at this.
The personas are pretty incredible. But the fact that when you're in a FaceTime call, we could stand up. I could see how much taller than me you are in real life. We can high five. I can get up and walk around you. I can walk down the stairs and you can look and see that I'm downstairs. We can sit together and see each other sitting next to each other with an enormous screen bigger than my house, like over, Lake Ferenglo, while we watch a movie together. It's just incredible. We can play games together, like card games and board games, while I see you spatially sitting in front of me. And again, not something you can really explain, no matter how many times I've tried. My friends and family think I'm crazy, for sure. But you can't experience that unless you know somebody else with a Vision Pro. Number one. Number two, there are some ways that people are trying to get to meet other people to be able to do that. Sometimes people are doing that like through random Reddit posts or something, but you're sharing your contact information with people when you do that. So InSpace has been a great way to meet other people who have the Vision Pro, so we can all talk about and geek out about the Vision Pro technology and everything. But on top of that, to be able to have these other experiences, you get to meet people first before you necessarily do that if you're uncomfortable with just giving out your Apple ID or phone number or whatever. Yeah.
I work in the Apple Vision Pro every day. And it's a group of us that work, Miguel and James and Ron. We all get together. Yeah. It's like we are friends. And I never met them in person, but I feel like I knew them for so long. We in spatial because we on the FaceTime call. When he get up and walk downstairs, or if he's making a sandwich, I can see him like, dude, what are you making? Exactly. It's kind of crazy. So, and with these new personas, it blew our minds. It was like, wow, it's just great. Lastly is, what do you have to say to people about InSpace and about Vision Pro? Do you want to say anything to, have them join you guys? Tell them about stuff that's coming up. So.
I really think that InSpace is the best way to meet other people who have the Vision Pro. I think it's incredible. And because at this point, we're all kind of like-minded in our support for Apple, support for technology, in our interest in the future and where all this technology is going. We have a lot of developers. We have very frequent AI discussions. It's fantastic. And if this is a thing that you want to participate in, like, you're welcome to download the InSpace app and come join us. It's wonderful. We have like the book club that is amazing. We have, again, a regular developer discussion. We have movie and TV watch parties that are hosted by other InSpace users. So if there's an interest that you have, you can host an event around that and people will come and join who are also interested in that. To me, that's great.
Great, yeah.
I look forward to seeing what the developers are going to do going forward. I look forward to seeing how they're going to try to leverage using the spatial personas. I look forward to seeing how we are going to, already we feature the photography and artwork that people are doing out there and our community. And I look forward to seeing the way the developers are going to allow us to experience that in different ways.
That's great. So thank you so much for doing this. Sorry about the little technical difficulties.
No problem.
I wish I could have went in through Zoom, and I was trying to get that because I wanted both of us to be in avatars.
For sure.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you in InSpace.
Absolutely. Viper, thank you for your interest in InSpace and in all of this technology and this, wonderful kind of, we're so fortunate to be sitting at the precipice here of this whole bright new future. So
Right?
it's exciting, and we're very happy to have you as part of the community.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
That sounds good. Bye, Viper.
Bye.